McDonald's.
Sorry, Bobby. I can't give directions in Malaysia in the car just yet.
Apple, you suck.
Hi guys, this is Bobby here. Let's do the... Yeah, that's me. Okay, this is Bobby here, and from Evo, this is the 1.8 liter new 10th generation Civic. Now I just step off the car, the keys are with me. By right, if I step away a certain distance, it should lock by itself. There you go. Alright, let's try and start it. I think the sequence to start it is I lock it and then hold it within 5 seconds, and can you hear it? The car starts by itself. And after the car starts, if I leave the keys away, not with me, the doors should be locked. See, the doors are locked. So what this means is that you can remotely start your car, let the air conditioning run for a while so that it sort of, you know, cools down the car, and then you get up. So yep, there it is. I mean, it looks pretty much the same as the 1.5 turbo. The only difference is that these are 16-inch rims instead of 17s. And the car is so quiet. It started now, but it's quiet. Yep. Let's switch it off, huh? If not, those eco-terrorists will kill me. Yep, switch it off. So in terms of exterior, there's not much of difference. That day when I review, I was testing the full spec premium 1.5 turbo. That one has full LED headlamps, and this one has projector. So the low spec Honda Civic matches to the high spec of most other cars, where they only offer projector headlamps in their high spec variant. Alright, other than that, everything looks the same. I really like the design of this 10th generation Civic. It looks really, really good. Look at the tail lamps. That crap clamp. Alright, let's go and have a look inside. Here's the interior. I'll get it started. Oh. That's the push start button. Boom, boom. Look at that, look at that. Remember, this is the base spec, alright? And it comes with full LCD speedo dashboard. It's good that Honda Malaysia spec the infotainment screen, because the one I tested in Thailand, the 1.8 gets the base analog controls, you know, with all the buttons and a small tiny screen. So this one is good. I mean, you get full infotainment and all that, and that's Apple CarPlay. Alright, climate control as well. There's no dual zone. The turbo gets the dual zone premium. And the best thing I like about Hondas has always been the way they design their compartments. That's the glove box. Notice it drops down slowly. The one in Thailand, they didn't spec it, so when you open it, boom, it drops down. Alright, so even the 1.8 here, we get that. It's really, really high quality. Yep, I like that. I like this design a lot. Of course, the 8th gen, the dual, the stacking double layer dashboard looks really good. But Honda Civic interiors has always been really, really great. Alright, this is the part I like most. Can you see it? Now, let's open it up. Look at the amount of space I have here. Alright, it's one of the most spacious center consoles, I would say. There's a USB port here. Alright, so you can put a lot of stuff, put it down, and you can slide this around as an armrest. You can even remove this cup holder so that you can have 2 cup holders. It's a lovely, lovely design. It holds so much stuff, and the way that they raise it so that it's usable, it sort of cordons off the side so that it's a usable space. You know, most cars, this part they go down and then the armrest was back here. There's so much usable space that they wasted. So Honda did it really, really great like that. And then all these compartment spaces, you can put so much stuff in there. All right, and this part is where you can put your wallet and then your smartphone. But I noticed one thing: if you own a big phone, some Samsung Note or iPhone 6 Plus and all that, after you plug in the cable, the width is not wide enough for your smartphone to be placed nicely, you know, because of the cable end and all that. Those phones are too big for this compartment, but still, it can be placed here. I'm gonna show you. That's my 6 Plus, iPhone 6 Plus. So that's the depth of it. All right, but if you plug it in, it's not wide enough. You see, it's just about wide enough now, but if you plug it in, you have to put it like sideways, but it's all right. There's no complaint. I like it a lot, this compartment. There are some further compartments down here, and then with the HDMI ports, the USB ports, all of them are there. All right, so what else I need to show you? Let's go through this. Phone, you can add your phone, Bluetooth, blah blah. When you plug in your iPhone, all your contacts, everything is automatically shown there because of Apple CarPlay. All right, radio, you know, some app list. Really? Are we able to download apps? I think this is Android base. Yeah, it looks like Android, so you can actually download stuff. And over here, you can go through your look at songs. I'm not, my phone is not connected now, but you can just quickly browse through, you know, each function, and then you can go in there and look at each of them. Very simple, very usable. It's user friendly. All right. Let's go to the rear seats. Wow. I really have no idea how Honda does this. Okay. There you go. I am 5'11". You should be familiar by now. And look at the amount of legroom I have. Crazy. This car is so spacious. I really don't know how Honda does this, because this car's wheelbase is not exceptionally long, like 2.8 meters and all that, like the C class and all that. No, I think it's not even 2.7 meters, but they managed to squeeze out so much room in the interior, and you get to sit comfortably. And then the boot, it is absolutely massive. Huge boot, right? I mean, so wow, Honda is just, the way they do interior packaging is brilliant. Yep. Let's continue our drive. Now, on the get-go, the throttle response is very good. I noticed most CVTs behave like that. When you prod the throttle, boom, boom, it does that. It's very sensitive, all right? As you pick up speeds, I mean, yeah, you can feel that the rubber banding thingy, but Honda's CVT is, I mean, I would consider it to be very good. But the tires, I can hear the tires. I'll look at what tires they use. I can hear them. They are rather obvious. Yeah, but it's one of the most comfortable car in this segment. Definitely one of the most comfortable. And then the seats are really nice. I mean, they didn't do all sort of, you know, those marketing talks about, you know, zero gravity, blah blah. But the seat is comfortable. I like the seats. The fabric seems to be the high quality type, and it looks like the type where it's somewhat waterproof. I'm not sure, but they are. But there's one thing I noticed. I'm not sure this will affect long distance comfort. The seats are very soft. Yeah, the seats are very soft. I can almost pinch the entire seat, you know, just by not by exerting a lot of force. It's soft. Yeah, but it's comfortable from the driver's seat. I like the design of the seat backs because they slant off like that. They actually support this bone here. What is it called? I don't know what's it called. The shoulder blades. Yeah, they support the inner shoulder blades, so you don't feel that you lack support. But this design allows rear passenger to have a nicer view up front. Very nice. Okay, equipments. This is the 1.8. This is actually the base spec. What do you get? Full safety features. All round 6 airbags, TCS, ABS, whatever, VSC, VSA, everything. Let's just say, what do you get extra when you buy the turbo? Okay, by paying about 14,000 more to get the turbo, you get leather seats, pedal shifters, larger 17-inch rims. That's it. And of course, that turbo engine, a lot more powerful. That's it. So the base Civic comes fully equipped with almost everything you need. And then Turbo Premium, I mentioned about Turbo Premium just now. What do you get? LED, full LED lights and navigation. That's it. And that one is another 8,000 on top of the 14. So the top spec of the Honda Civic is 135. The base spec is 113. 22,000 ringgit difference. But apart from the engine, you get everything else in the car. Except, I mean, you don't get leather seats in the base spec, but you get this brilliant touchscreen 7-inch blah blah infotainment where Apple CarPlay and everything else you have is basically a very nice system. And you don't get, dual zone climate control. This is single zone climate control. So yeah, you get everything. Alright, so the biggest question will be, should I buy the 1.8 or should I go for the 1.5 turbo, right? Now the two of them are separated by 22,000 ringgit if you look at the highest spec, which is the one with the full LED headlights and with satellite navigation. So that one is 22,000 ringgit more than this 1.8 variant. If you go for the mid spec, it's 14,000 more. What you get is leather seats, 17-inch rims, and of course that turbo engine. So you get that three things, but everything else is identical. So I would say if the turbo engine, the performance doesn't appeal to you, like you don't need that powerful, there is absolutely no point getting the turbo, because I mean this car is perfectly well. It's 1.8 is reasonably powerful enough, and except the fact that it doesn't come with leather seats, and the way it drives is still as good, but you don't get pedal shifters. To me, pedal shifter is no longer a sporty thing. It is a safety device. So, I mean, to be able to quickly downshift, pop up, and then brake, that to me is quite important. But am I saying that the 14,000 upgrade is not worthwhile? It's actually worthwhile because the 1.5 is so much more powerful than the 1.8. It's a lot more powerful. The way the car pulls, the way the car accelerates and all that. And how much is it per month difference if it is only about 14,000 difference? You see, like for example, there's another car coming here. This guy is hogging like half the middle lane. I'm not super confident that I can floor the throttle and overtake him in this 1.8. But if it were the 1.5, I can do so easily. Just you're done. But put aside the power, put aside the turbo,
as a C segment car by itself, it is a very quiet, very comfortable, very brilliant, pleasant place to be in as a C segment car. I think that's how I would conclude it. At 113,000, this 1.8 Civic is spec to the brim in terms of things you need daily, right? It doesn't come with leather seats, but some people prefer fabrics. Some people say that, you know, leather seats. Okay, I mean, I have to explain this. There's one big difference when it comes to leather seats and fabric seats. It's between a lot of, I mean, after prolonged usage, all right, a few months down the road, it's between a lot of dust on zero dust. So if you have sensitive nose, sinus, blah blah, and all that, you better get leather seats. But if you don't need the turbo engine, you just buy the 1.8 and wrap your leather seats outside. Right. They're gonna cost you a few K, but yeah, you get the savings. You get the car by paying less, and you have everything you need except the turbo engine. The thing is, this past few days when I was driving this car, because my wife is pregnant now in her final trimester, so I tend to go slow. I tend to go slow over speed bumps. I accelerate slowly. I brake slowly. It's just really super smooth driving. Means people who drive like that, turbo or not turbo, no longer matters. If that is what you do daily, sometimes when you buy things, oh, this one is more powerful, this one is better, but sometimes you think about it, you don't really use it. Yeah. I think it takes about almost 10 seconds to reach 100 km/h.